You apparently need more map reading.
Get very comfortable with each other, very comfortable.
Yes, we are here. We are some of the gathered heroes here for you to pick our brain parts. And we are here, we will answer any questions and advice that you have, mostly pertaining to being heroes or solving things, perhaps even plumbing. We could do some plumbing advice.
Very heroic plumbing. Heroic plumbing.
Yes, come on in. Please feel free to come in and hold up the wall.
Yes.
We have some of our local heroes. We have our dignitaries who are assisting us. I believe we have some Silverstar people, but they're apparently not around.
I can't see any of them.
All I see is person in training. Yes, she has the mustache.
Very heroic mustache.
It's very important to be a hero, you need mustache.
Yes, it's very important to be hero to have mustache.
But some of you, I understand you are working on it. Do you need a mustache? You can assign her a mustache?
I think I am quite well without a mustache.
Ah, very good. You are French?
There are other ways to be hero
French
without
do
the
things
mustache.
very
difficult though. She's taking the hard way, yes.
You should see the way that the French make their potatoes. It's very weird. They line them up in a string, and then they cut them and they put them in oil. And
whoa. That is strange. You must boil all flavor out of that.
They're freedom fries.
Really how you make potatoes.
All right, so a bit of introduction. I am Bula. I have been here protecting Bucharest. I have saved many cities. Has anyone ever heard of the Dogville? I did not protect it. Has anybody heard of the Battle of the Giant Horseshoes? Good, because if you did, it would make this entire panel confusing. So none of you have heard of it, and you're all confused. Brilliant. Next to me, will you not one of the locals?
Not one of the locals going.
Not yet.
Oh wait, go over there. I am Petra, sometimes called Petrichor, because I'm so wonderful and exciting after a cold rain. You have the smell of rich earth, or because I smell like dirt, because I dig grapes. One or the other. I like to believe it's first. I am here because I have saved so many people from the Lycabrom attacks. Initially, I saved 20 people of the 520 in my town from the awful Lycabrom. Now we have several hundred that I have stashed in tombs so that they are not eaten by Lycabrom. And I will teach you all about heroic things you may do.
And when you're done saving them, you know what you say to them.
Yes.
You've been petrified. Yeah.
We already have questions. Yes.
Where specifically are those? Could you give us clues?
Oh, well, we know you. Well, as I stated in our tour,
Where did she go?
as I stated in my tour, most important thing of having secret hiding place is that it remains secret. So there are many wonderful secret hiding places around Bucharest, and I will tell you all about none of them.
Yes. Yes, but excellent question.
Very good question.
No question is too small.
Oh, we have another.
Oh, more questions. Yes, hello.
So this is about the story so far. I want to know, what's the story so far?
This is about the story.
Well, the story so far is that there were wonderful...
There are some of the Silverstar people that they could assist as that as well, but we can do the best that we can.
The local story so far is that we had a wonderful, amazing country full of very nice people that are now mostly dead. That the Lycabrom decided it would be a wonderful idea if they came and shared our country. And by sharing, they would share all of it for themselves and kill us and run us off our land. So now we have retreated all the way back to Bucharest, the only place in the entire country not on fire. So we have come here also because we had an amazing jewel that helped save this city and make it safe. It was stolen, so we heroes were summoned so that we might be able to help keep it safe and find this jewel. Then, jewel was found. Shortly after, bubble was put up to keep the safety of city whole until 2 o'clock tomorrow. And that is local story so far. Is you feeling more understood of what is going on?
Yes.
Excellent, Will. Very good, yes.
You were very good on that. That was very
We already saved you. Everybody's saved.
Who put up shield?
Oh, that was the, see, we are local small heroes. very local small heroes. We have very powerful, magical heroes called
The Volgari.
The Volgari. The Volgari are very powerful magic users, and they put up this bubble. And so they are very powerful and disrupted all other magic, so no one else can fight each other, or shoot each other, or do mean things to each other. Yes.
So what does the magic jewel do?
The magic jewel it is a normal protection of the city, so no one can invade and take it over. This bubble is like emergency button. When jewel is gone, put up bubble. It's very, very nice for a very short amount of time because it takes lots of energy and blood.
But now, even though we have now recovered the jewel, the bubble is still up until tomorrow.
Yes, it's on a timer. You can't stop the timer.
So
It's
in
like
the
a panic
meantime-
room. You do not open until
So in the
Christmas.
meantime, we're
Break
dancing,
classes,
we're having
dates,
balls, we're
emergency.
having tea together.
We are making treaties.
It's time for making treaties and friends. Speaking of which, anyone want to be friends with our rubble-filled country?
We have plenty rubble.
Oh yay! See me after panel. We will make wonderful treaties.
These are all heroes. Yes, you are
very
the
heroes.
We do not know. We're asking you questions. But next, then you are a young lady, man thing.
Lady Man thing.
I'm Alice.
Excuse me.
I am Alistar
Alistar.
S. Hart.
Alistar S. Hart.
She's not Alice Hart.
I am
Al
learning
S. Hart.
how to be a man hero.
We're teaching here the ways of being a winged man.
It's
She's
very
assisting man.
manly.
Yes. Oh, and here's our fine hero bringing the seat parts for you.
Extremely heroic man.
Oh, he's carrying 4 chairs at once.
Just be careful. You're on the walls.
Strong men.
Yes, those of you on the
Strong
walls,
like
be
wood.
careful when you lead because some of you are load bearing.
We're load-bearing panel goes.
Feel free to ascend chairs as they are coming.
Yes. And then next to you is this young fellow.
This young fellow is very small man here. But very big legend.
It is sort of, my name is Georgie. And I'm very happy to be here, as Petrokov said. We did answer a call to protect Bucharest in hour of need, and hour of need turned out to be 45 minutes. So we are still here, which is fine. You know, no harm can come to anyone who is currently in bubble, and so it is kind of nice as you know, a constant threat of danger and invasion. We get a little respite. We get to breathe a bit of the fine air here, and we can you know, relax, even though crazy bird people, crazy wolf people, and crazy Prussian people are abound.
I should like to point out, if I may, to be very careful that there are the batons and the Lycanbroms are still around. Even though magic is a bit fuzzy here, like the Lycanbroms, they still hold a lot of danger over you.
Oh, yes.
So please be careful of all of them. If they do things that they bite, or maybe they'll scratch you with the claws, or maybe...
Or use their womanly charms.
Yes,
Oh.
all of them will do the biting and the claws. And then there's the Lycanbroms. They are evil too.
Very dangerous.
And anyone who was at our symposium yesterday knows that when Lycanbroms are around, you should...
Duck and cover.
Very-
Which those who weren't around, it means you throw a duck and then you cover yourself with dirt.
Yes, because they will chase the duck and not smell
It looks like we do have a question all the way in the back.
I would like to say I'm glad to see you're back well after your little nibble with the Wolfie Pup people.
Yes.
Yes, I did stretch out and
Since-
I worked it out.
Well, you
Since
must take it
Bubble.
off. You must take it off.
That was me.
That was
sir.
him. That was him.
Are you saying we all look alike?
Yeah.
With bubble up, they
Disappeared.
tried the nibbling.
Bubble effect.
Because the bubble was up, it's only
did.
light nibbling.
It was fine. I put some ointment on it and it was fine. Yes.
That's
Now we
what
walk, took a lap.
Have you told these people why you are heroes?
Oh, it's very important to tell. Yes, tell more about why you are here.
Well, we are heroes that many people know about your local legends and things, and we are heroes because many people have told stories about us. Some of them true, some of them are fact. And some of them are things that people may embellish, and we let them do things. I am a hero because I do like to, as I said, I protect many villages. And any of the villages, I would tell anybody invading, please don't invade us, because I am armed with so much protection and weapons. But if you are invading, bring your money and your gambling and all that, okay? And it can be a bit profitable, but I don't tell people that. So mostly people can hire me out, Bula, for your protection. That is a bit of it. The word around here in Bucharest, I am very Bucharesting, is what it is. So, yes. And you, sir?
And so I have gained my acclaim as legend because I am very good at running away and hiding. And I have taught many of my fellow countrymen this very important tactic of duck and cover. And so now that many of the surviving people that are still around no longer using tactics like covering themselves in meats, or going out and trying to hug or taste werewolves, they're now learning that they use duck and cover and hiding and running away. Running away is good. Don't try to run faster than friend, because Lycanthropes like to chase things more than eat, so they'll chase you down, all of you, and eat you. So now we just run away till we can hide where they cannot smell us, which is a secret hiding place that you don't tell your friends about until you're there.
Yes. Excellent.
Yes. And so, Georgie, you are the most legendary of us. Tell us of your legend.
Well, Georgie is seventh son of seventh son. I know. And I also was born on 7th day of 7th month. So, that is fun. And on 7th birthday, wise old man with long beard, gray beard. No, not that birthday. But long beard comes to my village and he says that your son is chosen one. He is to be the protector of the flame.
The flame!
Which is this contained within here. This is the flame, and it is tied to my destiny. However, legend is so legendary and so old and ominous that it has gone unspoken for thousands and thousands of years, and so no one really remembers what it is. So I carry around flame to very dangerous places to see if it does anything, and so far it has done nothing.
Well, it's flaming.
It is constantly,
It's very pretty.
flaming, but that's about it.
Is that your crossbow?
No, this is my crossbow.
Oh.
Yes. So, very interesting story about how I got to use this crossbow.
Ooh.
And so, well, one day I am trying to save another village from Lycanthrope attack. There is a very courageous young man who thought he could hold off all of the Lycanthropes with that single crossbow and 5 bolts. He lasted all of 1 minute. So as I am trying to escort everyone else out of the village, I go back to try to save him, find that he is dead. Now, Lycanthropes are eating his corpse, which happens to be right next to a rail yard, where they're now bringing in more troops and guns. People don't talk about how Lycanthropes, as much as they like their teeth and claws, use guns. Which have made this a lot harder on us. And so, as they are bringing in more Lycanthropes, one of them, drunken on blood and lust, gets hit by a train. And so I bludgeoned him to death after hit by a train with crossbow. And now I keep it around for good luck. So this has brought the local total to 500 dead villagers to 1 dead Lycanthrope. That is progress. That is progress, you know.
Yes.
Truly heroic, Petra.
But we are not the only heroes here for your edification. We have, as we said earlier, and those of you who have come, we have some dignitaries here, and we have those from the Silverstar Crew. So if any of you would like to please take the center part of stage and explain, because I do know that there are others here who are wanting to know a bit of your story and how you got here, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, they're very accommodating.
Very accommodating. Heroes are very nice. Not like those swarm people. Very angry.
Well, they are very nice looking and purple.
Very good. It's very fat.
Now, as Queen Weed has asked for as much help as possible in finding the heart of Bucharest, which, again, was in the room at the time. The last place you look, it's always the last place. She did call for all the help we could get, and Russia delivered.
Позвольте мне представить, пожалуйста. Теперь allow me to introduce Tsar Alexander Alexandrovich Romanov. И Tsarina Maria Fyodorovna Romanov. Do you want to hear the rest? Probably not this time.
There's long. All time travelers took away our time, ironically.
But we also have a lovely French dignitary as well.
Bonjour. I am the ambassador from France, having been the mayor of Paris, and I was sent here before the jewel was stolen, just before.
Yeah.
And I came to make a treaty and ended up in the middle of this.
I do have a question as local hero, for I'm not very smart. How did you get from the last year? I heard many things and we could hear the big boom all the way over here. What could you tell just for a bit what happened last year to here to, you know, previously on TeslaCon?
Indeed. I came from a small town in the northwest part of France called Ancenis, and I wanted to study fashion. I came to Paris, I got a job. It was my grandmother's birthday, so I went home. And when I came back, there was half a city.
Oh, whoa.
Which half? The top half.
Did you look the last place you saw it?
Was it in the room?
It was many rooms. It was an entire city.
Oh.
That was big boom.
That was a big boom when Practicus bombed Paris. And so I came back, I had no home, and I had no job. And everyone else began standing around and said, well, what do we do now?
Are you sure you're not from Bulgaria with no home and no job and no...
And no family, because all of my family was back in Ancenis.
Thanks to Practicus, most of Europe has this story.
Anyway,
You're European.
and so I began to... sometimes it takes one person to do something before everyone else can begin to help. I began to move the rubble. Of course, the largest piece was about this big, because I cannot move much. And people said, oh, well, if she can do it, then I can do it. And before I knew it, more people were beginning to help me. We took over took over sounds like such a horrible thing, but I promise it was a well-meaning thing. There was a boarding school nearby. All of the classrooms had been destroyed, but the dormitories were still available. So those of us who had no home, we moved into there and began to try to, what is the word?
Rebuild?
Facilitate the rebuilding of the city. I took the headmaster's rooms, it became my office, and before I knew it, contractors were coming to me. I lay cement, I can build brick, I can do these things. And so I was able to send them, you go build this part, you go build that part. And so before I know, more money comes in. And two women, one named Angelique and one named Ademir, came in and they said, we will help you. And I said, our city needs the help. Yes, please.
Yay!
You're very much a hero.
Yes, as we saw last year, you did an amazing job rebuilding that part of the city that we were all in.
I thank you.
Could we keep you here then?
Well, apparently, Angelique and Ademir said, if you wish to help more, perhaps you should become mayor. And I said, there's never been a woman mayor before. And they said, you try, we will see what we can do. And then I was mayor. And they said, you've done a wonderful job. And the next thing I knew, I got a letter from the president of France and said, please, learn Bulgarian. I'm sorry, I'm still working on your language.
It's very
We
difficult
are
language.
working on it as well.
I have a few words in Russian. Добрый день.
This means good day. Everyone say, Dobry den.
Добрый день.
Yes, now if we're different time of day, it would be different, but it's very good pronunciation, madam.
And then спасибо.
Does everyone know the word spasiba? No, it's not a sneeze. It means thank you.
Merci.
When you have a cold.
No, no. It's what you say.
До свидания.
No, that means, are you leaving? That means goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Yes, до свидания means until we meet again. No,
Спасибо.
Spasiba means
Is
thank you.
So I know the nice
Very
words.
important words to learn.
So I am still learning, but I was told that there is going to be that Bulgaria has had a few issues and they could use some help, and we could use good relations between France and Bulgaria. And so I was sent, and so here I am in Bucharest, still trying to learn your language. I'm grateful you speak.
We have more issues than National Geographic.
I am grateful that we both speak English poorly.
Yeah!
Actually,
Something in common.
most English people speak English poorly.
Oh, he's very funny man. He laughs so he's very
I
funny.
have heard that I've heard it said most foreigners speak English better than the English.
Probably, yeah.
That seems
Well,
reasonable.
speaking of, we do have a German who's attempting his English.
Eh?
Oh yeah. I
A Prussian.
learned it. Oh, I'm German.
It's German.
Thank you. I'm from Bavaria.
My eyes, they are not working.
But yes, I thought it might be interesting to hear a little bit more from the Tsar and Tsarina about how things are in your country right now.
So, unfortunately, Zara Zarina, very not so much on the English like me. I speak the English very well. So, what would you like to say, and I will translate.
Whoa. Live translation. Very.
Very we're having much thanks to French for lovely gift presented.
How you say one woman to another? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Спасибо from Fabergé.
Very valuable, very rare, only commissioned by royal family. This imitation because I am 23rd in line to throne, so it's not really. 23rd, yes, 23rd. As long as nothing happened.
You'll get that someday.
Yeah.
Russians tend not to speak.
Yes.
Somebody invite
Zarina does have weakness for a gem, so if you'd like some of her time, sure thing's very, very shiny. Chocolate as well. Chocolate as well. Old Russian word, chocolate.
Chocolate.
It's the same in French.
Just don't give it to
I
the
think it's the wrong
microphone.
word.
Don't do
No.
give it to the
So I also want me to tell you, to teach you very important Russian phrase.
Yes, I know.
Я хочу водку. Congratulations, now you all want to drink vodka. One more time. Now we will add the word please.
Truly
Because we are very polite in Russian. Пожалуйста. That was actually much better than I expected. Пожалуйста, я хочу водку.
See,
Очень неплохо. This means very not bad. Very not bad.
they know what to do with potatoes, unlike the French
So,
with the lying out. Your potatoes are very delicious.
They are very, when prepared properly and distilled, yes. So, to sum up, Zarina very much, big pardon, Zarina very much about,
Do you like the luck?
I am well, thank you. May I do this maybe a little bit later. Very much about the shiny baubles and the chocolate, and the Tsar would like you to enjoy vodka.
Yeah.
Thank you from Russia.
I believe we should ask you if you have any questions for local heroes as well as for dignitaries. While we have
Or Silverstar.
or Silver Stars, we have this open forum.
Alice, you've been there a whole
The
time.
whole time!
I thought you were a man.
Magic.
She's very manly.
I get that all the time.
I know. She's well trained.
This went horribly awry.
So questions? You have any questions about how to be heroic, how we are heroic in our own little ways, what problems you have that you may need heroes
No
for?
problems too small.
Any questions? Well, we have a question from very angry man from yesterday. Hello.
How, when you were being a hero, would you identify if you had a spy amongst your ranks?
Oh, that's a very important question. Are you asking this of the heroes, of the dignitaries, or the Silverstar humans?
Now,
Surely I could spy.
I'm sure you know at this point one of the best ways to identify spies if they say they're not a spy.
Oh, I've been doing this all wrong.
That's what they want you to
So let me
think
ask
they
you,
were.
are you a spy?
No, I'm... Yes, I stole the Prussian plans and stuff.
He did that?
And it's like 90% drink the beer.
Not a bad plan.
I want to point this out.
That's the plan.
Every other line.
You can see this. I'll just show this. This is why I was disguised earlier. To steal the Prussian plans. And I just want to point out, they have about 20 incidents of drink the beer. And then there is precisely one bathroom break. At 6. I suppose that's called German efficiency.
When do they go the sparkle, though?
Yeah, then there's the sparkle part. But that's the end of the thing is, drink the beer, make sure there's plenty of beer for the sparkle party, drink the beer, get more beer for the sparkle party, drink the beer, sparkle party. So that's a solid 3 hours right there.
That's very time
Very good idea. So, you know, the way that I always find spies amongst my ranks is that if I bring people to hiding place and I find that the last person I brought to the hiding place ate everyone else there, I know that I have found a spy and I should hide people in other places.
Well done. Excellent question. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. With a lovely hat.
There's much reference to the Sparkle Party. Is this a historic
It is a contemporary and historical incident. Let's just say it shall be remembered for all time.
It's definitely an incident.
We will say that.
If you find the Prussians amongst us, the swarmies who wear the blue coats and have accents similar to mine but slightly more north.
They walk like this.
Yeah. Those gentlemen can tell you all about the Sparkle Party, which is, I believe, this evening.
Yeah. The Sparkle Party has been from all the time that we've been gathering for the TeslaCon. It started small, yes?
Yeah.
And now it grew. It was like into an infection on my back.
Well, it has grown so much that, in fact, this year, every day after 8 is a sparkle party everywhere, so you don't have to go anywhere specific for it to be a sparkle
Yeah.
Just be sparkly.
Just wear something
And have a party.
Drink the beer. Then you've done it.
But don't use the bathroom.
We have one
lady. On the answer, you had
the
a question?
question?
Yes, this is for the heroes. Is it possible to be a hero by accident?
Whoa!
I can relate. There was a story of man from village named Dimitri, and Dimitri he was baker, and he never did anything for other people or anything to that effect. And we had bandits come into to village, and they did say, we want to, invade your town, and they would go to people's houses and just start ransacking. Well, he was not very good at keeping up his house or anything like that, and he had rancid meat. And so the bandits came into each house and demanded food and dinner and things, and he gave them rancid meat. Bandits not have good sense of smell, luckily, but they did eat rancid meat and died. Dimitri was proclaimed hero for killing bandits, even though that was not his intention. And so that's where we come with old expression is rancid meat maketh a hero.
Very old.
You have very interesting sayings in your country.
Yes, it roughly translates into rancid meat maketh the hero.
In the back, in the corner.
What's your opinion on vampires?
Oh, vampires. Well, I have old legend about how there used to be a vampire that would roll over a area in the nearby vicinity of my home, and that he was a very mean man and he killed lots of people. But I believe that the other legend about the other vampire that took care of everyone was equally true. So I believe you cannot tell a vampire by its fangs. It's old. There's another old legend. Yes, saying cannot tell vampire by his fangs.
There's a famous incident, as a matter of fact, of a war between the vampires and the werewolves over a woman named Bella.
There was a sparkle party involved.
That is part of the sparkle party.
Well, you should know. Zarina, by the way, provides suggestion for actually fighting a vampire where lots of jewelry makes much harder to access neck.
Yes.
Lots of shiny sparkles on neck.
Cravats, very
Diamond, very, very hard.
Yes. He said diamonds are very, very hard.
That's perfect.
You can't fight back.
So I suppose the short answer is that everyone on this panel is sort of cautious about vampires.
Mildly okay with it.
No, I think that these good people have been introduced to everybody, but the latecomer, who is the...
It's for you, latecomer.
Well, I'm Sherlock Holmes. Hello.
Oh!
You might not have recognized me with the different hat and the mustache, but it's absolutely real. It's absolutely real.
You tried very hard, Miss Brown.
I focused.
Which, well, and that takes us to the next, I think, bit, which is that those of us on the Silverstar Crew have not introduced ourselves.
Oh yes, we're attempting to.
I am Heinrich Lohr, captain of the Freya and commander of the Silverstar Crew. Our Gross Admiral Reinhard Krieger could not be with us for this panel today, but he is my direct commander. But I command all of the subordinates, and Alice is my chief lieutenant this weekend. Now, this is Alice Harp.
Not Alistair. Not Alistair Esper.
Alice.
Sorry, I confused you all.
Yeah. Very, very confusing.
But we also have Mr. Krieger's son, Dr. Krieger.
Oh! He's a doctor. It's very
Do we have to say it 6 times?
No, just one is plenty.
He's got 6 doctorates.
I thought about it being, but by the time everyone said doctor, they just left.
Doctor.
So just the doctor once is just fine. So yes, my name is Montgomery Beauregard Krieger. Yes, I have his name as my middle name. Parents are clever with naming and such. As I said, I graduated from the Sorbonne with 6 different doctoral degrees.
Just
finished that last year. And decided that, well, there was nothing else left to study except out in the world. So I joined the crew of the Silver Stars, their chief scientific officer, and research and development. So anything new in development is, of course, now my responsibility.
Is there any way to identify the Silverstar Crew?
Well, as of right now, I'm the only one who wears a uniform. Which means we've really failed on the uniform front.
You can tell most of them by their beards, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
It's less than local hero, more than average.
Yeah. With medium-sized beards.
Medium-sized beards.
I'm feeling very inadequate all of a sudden. With all this
You should.
facial hair going on here.
I'll give you a bomb for it.
That's not...
So Sandy's answer is no, there's not an easy way to put it. It's the 3 of us and Herr Krieger. But we have got with us Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
Although, honestly, we weren't planning on Mr. Holmes being here due to him being dead.
Yeah, I died.
He's not.
Wait,
He's not dead,
No,
Alice.
he's
He's right here.
there.
Sorry, it's Pavlov, you know.
He's done a lot of things with the like and wrong.
Yeah.
I think he owes me money.
Never disguise.
Now, for
No one
those of
knows
you,
it.
for those of you who were with us last year, you may recall that we did a lot of heroic stuff.
That is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah. In Paris, and there was a lot of business going on. This year, we're really excited that
So excited.
we're really excited that Master Holmes has successfully saved the day 45 minutes into yesterday.
Very exciting. I felt very natural, but very exciting.
So the short answer, for those of you who came to learn about how to be a hero, I think the first thing we should say is don't be too efficient, because otherwise there's nothing to do. So in the event you need any heroing done over the next 2 days, maybe something carried somewhere, or somebody fell off or something and you need them picked up. There's a lot of heroes. We all came for the heart of Bucharest, and now we're mostly drinking.
Mostly drinking.
Drinks a beer. But there is one great thing that Queen Reed has suggested that I think the Tsar and Tsarina can help us with, is treaties. Since we're all here, the most heroic thing we can do, and you all came to be more heroes, yeah?
Yeah!
The most heroic thing we can do is make sure that peace keeps going.
We like the peace.
More peace.
Many pieces.
Less. Yeah, really it's less work for us in the
Give
long
peace a
run.
chance.
I think there was a question in the back.
We are.
Yeah.
As heroes, what should we focus most on safeguarding, information-wise, from the vile swarm and that Dr. Pocket's fellows?
Definitely the safe places.
Safe places are very important to keep secrets, and what treaties we're making, so they don't know how many people are our friends.
And if you can secure information about their treaties and various plans and such, please relay that in this direction, please.
It would be terrible if we found out false information about their treaties. It'd be
Just
very inconvenient.
Yeah.
The worst.
But yeah, I don't think we have any real secrets. We're really bad at that, honestly.
Yeah, you said.
As heroes, if we should happen to discover a spy in our midst, what should we do?
Ooh, that's a good
one. If you discover a spy in your midst, what should you do? Alright, first thing, follow them, but sneakily.
Can you give us an example?
Does that require a false mustache?
That can't hurt. I know you have one already, but more mustaches is more disguise. Just keep
Not to
that
imply his is real, though.
Yeah, no, mine is real. But if you want a fake one to put on top of here, can I borrow your what's that? It's on your shoe? There we are. See, now I'm disguised. You understand?
What are you again?
I was here the whole time.
So how do
Right.
we follow sneakily?
Alright, so sneakily, yes. So it's very simple.
Oh, here, follow me, Sherlock.
Alright, so you need to, and I'm going to just,
that's not.
But you want to be caught.
and then if she turns around,
Oh, it's like no one is even there.
They are inconspicuous.
Very well
There you
done.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent job.
Alright, so what is step 2?
Step 2, following. Alright, so follow them to their lair. Take down every detail of their appearance. Height, physical attributes, facial hair especially, so we can tell if it's fake or not. And then follow them there, and then I suppose when you get to that point, just hit them on the head with something.
Walking stick is a useful
Don't you
thing to have.
usually talk them to the point where they tell you their evil plans in great detail?
You know,
Point 3.5.
the bongo on the head is the important one.
Also, there is the matter of getting evidence to take to the proper authorities.
I do not know this word.
We've got a question.
Yeah, Master Holmes.
More beer, correct.
Yeah.
What if the spy follows you?
Whoa! Oh, I'm very
While
good at
you're
this
following another spy?
Spy train.
See that? Yes.
I'm very good at dealing with spies that are chasing you. So what you do is you run really, really, really fast and knock things over behind you and keep running until it's next week. Don't stop, either.
It's not unheard of in situations with a large gathering of intelligence agents in one place for someone to be doing something nefarious, someone to be spying on them, someone to be spying on them, and so on and so forth. Occasionally you even form some sort of Ouroboros of spies investigating each other in perpetuity, all sharing the same intelligence down the line in a game of telephone.
It's very fluid, so you should just let
Don't we have fun?
There's another
We
question.
have another question.
Well, what if a lycanthropome is chasing after those spies?
See, that's very simple because one of the spies just has to be faster than the other one.
But this is when to disguising. Get into carriage, go really fast. Lycanthropes like to follow carriages and bark at it, but as long as you're in carriage.
Sometimes a hero needs another hero, so find a buddy.
This also when disguising come in handy. Tsar actually want to demonstrate. Tsar Alexander Roman.
Oh, disguising. Disguising.
Bulgarian werewolf.
Where? Oh.
There, wolf.
Hey, I like it, bro.
Go to your secret place.
Oh, now he will be
that was
hero.
reaction time.
Bulgarian hero. Now he's hero. Nastoyashi герой.
You've been petrified.
Right.
Good, there's a question back there.
If you are running out of heroic things to do, you just come and ask us one people, and we will cause some trouble. Then you have an opportunity to.
That's very simple.
Oh, very generous. Oh, so nice, but very generous.
I neglected to think about there being swarm people in the room.
Yeah, we're going
I should have known.
Uh,
As I learned in military school, if there's more than 6 people in one place, one of them's a spy.
So do we just
That's one.
2, 3, a lot.
Yeah.
All wearing
So allow me to edit my earlier statement. We have many heroic things to do. We're very busy.
all weekend.
Don't worry,
saving the
Swarm.
day.
You've done a
So
great
tired.
job making everything awful.
Actually, you're gonna take a step back, have a break yourselves, drink more beer.
There are more than 6 of you up at the front of this panel.
Oh yeah, 2 of us are spies.
Oh no, yes. We already knew that.
That's just math.
It's just math. Science.
The question is which ones?
I'm not even sure it's not me.
And that's how you know you've succeeded.
Told these spies.
That's a spy.
Any other questions from anyone?
Please.
Does anyone have heroic deeds they'd like to speak of? Because you're all rule of zero.
They're
So
still
nothing.
learning. They're learning.
Any advice we could give about anything?
I did hear about when outrunning Lycanthrope, the importance of hammer.
Yes.
Would you care to explain that?
Yeah, well, you know, if you are running and someone else is running as well, you have hammer, you kneecaps them, and then Lycanthropes get them first.
Alternatively, if you're running with another one and you have hammer, you go stop, and you get it's hammer time and you run away.
That's true. Also, very, very important is Lycanthropes do enjoy chasing sticks.
Yes.
So just take a stick, throw it another direction, you run away.
Yeah, so take hammer head off of stick handle and then toss the handle. They'll think it's just a normal stick because they're not very bright like that.
See.
And then you can keep running.
Hammer is best
Multiple
friend.
uses.
Are there any other suggestions for distracting the Lycanthropes that you have?
Dress up a sexy wolf lady.
That works so many times for you.
Has anyone tried that?
Liking reflex.
They also
Very
can't
distressing.
eat chocolate.
They can't.
Chocolate bullets.
Give them some
is
yes.
very, very useful.
If you
Chocolate
have a
bullets.
ball, sometimes you could throw a ball, and they will go get it, but the problem is they'll bring it back to you. So what you can do is you take the ball and pretend to throw it and hold it behind your back, then confuse the rest of the day.
It sometimes works only if they're very well trained. Many of them are not. So I like to rely on their strongest scent, which is smell. Which is why so many of my people are hidden in tombs right now, because they don't like the smell of dead bodies or rotting things
Also ducks. They don't like the smell of ducks.
Hiding coons? Yes, it's very effective. Mortifying, but very effective.
I did have a clarification question. You said that the chocolate is not good for the lichen bombs, correct? So would we say then it is a safety precaution that if we wish to protect ourselves from the lichen bombs, we should all ingest as much chocolate as possible?
Yes.
Oh yes.
That is very heroic. That is very heroic. However, it will not help you when, to not be eaten.
Yes, you can rub yourself in chocolate. They'll not like it. So give them a rough tummy.
So, question over here?
So your friends will
Keep it back in. The queen's here.
We're bragging about our heroic deeds. I once had an entire orphanage over dinner.
Oh, you fed them all?
Well, thanks for nothing.
You'll have to pardon me. I was confused and I thought you had an entire orphanage for dinner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Weed is among us.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I didn't, just do the sham.
If you like, you can stand her and just sit. She's very casual. Look at her. It's Casual Friday for her.
She's so nice.
We were just telling people about how to be a hero. Do you think Petra has done a good job?
Yes.
She thinks I did a good job. It's very nice.
How to be a hero somewhat depends on perspective.
Whoa! Oh! So you think from some of these people's perspectives we might not be heroes?
Well, if you look, for instance, at history's take on Vlad Tepes, to his own people, he is a hero, but to Europe, they vilified him.
Yeah, that's true.
Fake news.
He's got a real bad reputation now.
Yeah. Very nice.
They call him the Impaler. Dead giveaway.
The Impaler.
Dead giveaway.
I see, yes.
Very wise advice from the magistrate.
Yeah.